Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Speed Build Thursday. So for this one, I kind of just did stuff I feel like I always do, but I did something different. I used diagonal walls, which I almost never use on the inside of the house because I don't like them, and I did everything in pretty much blue. There's going to be a lot of blue in this house, and I don't think originally I did it on purpose, and then I think I realized it later that I was just making everything blue and I kind of stuck with it. So last week it was pink, and now it's blue. I swear I didn't do it on purpose. It honestly was just something I realized by the time I got to the upper floor. I was just doing everything in blue, and it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, that'll work. So everything is very blue inside and white because white and black go with everything. So why not? Alright, so for the name of this one, I went with Aramore. I pronounce it Aramore. I don't know how you might pronounce it. I say Ara because it's like Sarah, but without the H. So I say Aramore. And, no, it's Sarah without the S. Sarah without the H. Haha. Okay. No, sorry, I was looking at my notes for what to talk to you about, and I kind of jumped ahead, so I said without an H instead of without an S, so it's Sarah without an S. And so Sarah, you got Era, and so I got Aramore. Or the H. You don't have the H in there either, so a Sarah without an H or S. That'd be R. So what I was going to talk about earlier with the whole, without an H thing is there's a comedian I like to watch, Michael McIntyre. I want to say McIntyre. I think McIntyre's right. Ooh, I feel really bad if I got it wrong, but I believe it is McIntyre. And one of the first things I saw from him, it was a skit about names, and basically he was talking about how, and honestly, if you guys are like me and have a name that can be spelled multiple different ways, you get really annoyed when having to tell someone how to spell it. Now, a lot of the times I am with people and they'll automatically like, oh, you have a name that can be spelled multiple ways. How do you spell it? But you get to a certain point in your life and you just start going, as I have, Sarah with an H. That's how whenever I get someone to do an autograph or something, because I go to conventions every year, whenever it's, I get them to sign something with my name, it's Sarah with an H. Sarah with an H. What's your name? I'm Sarah with an H. And he does a skit about that, he's talking about, people who have the same names. And he goes, you have Sarah. You have, and he's like, you have Sarah with an H and you have Sarah without an H. Sarah with an H is pronounced Sarah. Sarah without an H. Sarah. And, I will leave a link to it in the description below. Watch it. It is hilarious. Because he just goes on this whole, like, I don't want to say like a rant or tirade or anything, but he just perfectly, displays what it's like for someone to have to go through life having to tell someone, how to spell your name because there's just so many different ways to spell it. Because there was the Sarah with an H, Sarah without an H, Stefan, and Jeff, Jill, Sean, and there's another one. And Stuart. That was it, Stuart. So it's hilarious. Again, I'll link it in the description below because I find it so funny just listening to it. And at the end, I'm hoping I have, found my glasses. Sorry, I was looking for them earlier. At the end, he kind of like talks to people in the audience, and this one girl is like, it's Hannah with an H, and he goes, yeah. And it takes him a moment to clue in that she's saying that there's an H at the end, not at the beginning. So he's like, oh, you mean at the end? I thought you were just in the obvious, like Michael with an M. It's just, oh my god. I find it's something I watch when I need a good laugh. Just watch Michael McIntyre. He's British, I believe. And just watch him. He's hilarious. And I always watch it when I need a good laugh. So if you guys need a good laugh, he's pretty good to watch. What am I, about halfway? Yeah. Okay. So what else? Oh, okay. So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I really like horror games. I got started with Slender because that's what pretty much everyone was playing at the time when I got interested in. So it was Slender, The 8 Pages, and Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Those were the games that got me started in into the horror genre, and I have loved it ever since. And so the main YouTuber I watch is a Canadian YouTuber named Red Wolf Gamer, and he recently played the latest Outlast game. Fair warning to anyone interested in looking it up and has no experience with horror. Outlast is the strong stuff. It is not for anyone with a weak stomach or has very strong beliefs and stuff, because I feel like you will get either sick or offended really easily with it. Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. If you're like, super strong with your beliefs and whatnot. But, yeah, it's just, Outlast 2 was just brilliant. Like, I loved Outlast 1. I compared all horror games to Outlast, like, and how scary it was, just because of, that's how good it was. That's how much it scared me, because at the beginning, I was scared of pretty much everything, but I was new. But by a few months, maybe half a year later, I was getting numb. Like, everything was the same. Nothing was really scaring me anymore. And then Outlast came out. And oh my god, did that scare me. And then and then Whistleblower was just amazing. It was kind of like a prequel to the first Outlast game. And it kind of showed how everything got started. And then we got Outlast 2, and there really is no relation between the two, so you don't really have to watch the other one, but I find Outlast 1, the first Outlast, and Outlast Whistleblower is a lot more tame. Just if you do want to watch it, I'll leave links to all three, Outlast, Whistleblower, and Outlast 2 in the description box, along with the Michael McIntyre video, the name one. But what I was wanting to say is, in Outlast 2, there was this song that kept going. What is it? Oh, be careful, little eyes, what you see. Oh, be careful, little eyes, what you see. And I started singing that throughout the house. And my sister and I both recognized the tune from something else. And we both agreed. We probably both spent about half an hour to 45 minutes just trying to figure out what the tune was, because we recognized it from something else, but we couldn't figure it out. And so, after a while, we both decided, just use the internet to figure it out, or see if we can try and figure it out. And just as I'm pulling up the website, my sister goes, "If you're happy and you know it!" So, the tune to the song they were using in Outlast is the same tune to If You're Happy and You Know It. So, I was just like, oh my, so when we realized that, we were just having this, aha moment, and I was just like, how did we not get that sooner? And it was just, we were laughing because we didn't get it sooner. But then, a few nights later, I'm talking with my mom and dad about it, and I start humming the tune to them. And I was saying that Katie and I couldn't figure out, Katie's my sister, by the way, or Catherine, sorry, she likes to be called Catherine now, Catherine and I, we just couldn't figure out what the tune was. So, I sang it again for them so they could hear it. And, well, my dad wasn't really listening in at the beginning, but my mom goes, "Oh, if you're happy and you know it." it took me and my sister half an hour, 45 minutes to figure it out. And my mom just got it in a couple of seconds. I was just like, why did we just come to you? I think she was sleeping or something at the time. So going to her wasn't, something we really thought of. And then my dad finally listens into what we're saying, and he's like, "Oh, what was the song?" And I sing, "Oh, be careful, little eyes, what you see." And he goes, "Oh, that's if you're happy, you know." And I'm just like, "Does everyone know this but me?" And so it was just, we were just having such a laugh about it, and yeah. So we still get a laugh out of it, but I'm going to end this video off here, guys. I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and notification button. It would mean a lot to me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! So I'm actually going to be talking throughout the whole video, which is something I haven't done in a long time. The main reason is I was sick for a very